Fred here, welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel, and in this episode we'll be taking a look at the Elfin by Lumintop. If there were ever a flashlight that could be described as unicorn farting rainbows, it is this one, the Elfin by Lumintop. GearBest sent me this for review. What makes it special? Well, this could put out 520 lumens on a single CR123 battery. It also has tritium in the tail cap. So if at any time you're interested in this flashlight, there are two links in the description box below. One is with the tritium in the tail cap, one is without. The one with tritium is a little pricey at $50. Tritium doesn't come cheap. And then the one without it is $40. So let's get to the review. Here's the box. And you can see it has a little rabbit. That's Lumintop's logo. It should be a unicorn farting rainbows because just look at this. It's just a rainbow. I mean, it's stainless steel, but they sort of give it this finish. You've probably seen this on many products. Again, there's the tritium. We'll show you what that looks like, but very pretty looking. This is going to be for some folks, and it's definitely not going to be for others. So, you know, I think it's pretty polarizing. But it's EDC. I think it's definitely a good EDC, but it's also would be awesome as a gift for that special somebody who can appreciate this type of flashlight. Now, I did say it was powered with a CR123. Not included. You gotta go out and buy a battery. So you can see packaging is done very well. You have a nice little manual that is, you know, has the specs and operation. Operation is very simple, very simplistic. One side English, the other side is Chinese. And then you have this box right here that also came with the flashlight. And let's take a look and see what we got. We got a little rubber there, and as you can see, this could be tail cap stood up, and then you can put this on there and make it like a candle. We'll see how well that works. And we have a keychain and some extra O-rings. Pop that rubber off, set it aside for a moment, and take a look at what we have here. First of all, we have a lens that is double-sided, anti-reflective coated, and we have an aluminum orange peel textured reflector, and the emitter is a Cree XP-LV5 emitter. The body is made of stainless steel, and it has this gorgeous rainbow-like finish. It sort of changes color depending on which way you look at it. It's so cool if you're into that kind of thing. Some people like it, some people don't. I get it, I understand. This is impact resistant to 1.5 meters. It is waterproof to the IPX8 standard 2 meters. So that's 6.5 feet for water and 5 feet for impact resistance if you want it in feet. This can tail stand. It has the iridium bar right in there, and I will demonstrate how that glows. And you don't have to like hold this under a light, because it's not fluorescent. You don't hold it under a light and charge it up. No, this thing naturally glows. It has like radioactive isotopes. Don't worry, it's not going to hurt you unless you were to swallow it or smoke it or something. But this will glow for 10 years. A lot of people who have firearms know all about iridium in their sights for those folks that have those very expensive sights. And here they got it just put right in the tail cap. It's sort of underneath a piece of plastic, like a soft kind of rubbery kind of plastic under that button, it's the button too, by the way. On the tail cap, you can see that there's some holes there that you could put your keychain ring in right there, and because the button is flushed, you could stand it up. So that really covers everything except for the length, which is 2.55 inches, diameter 0.74 inches, you know, that's 3/4 of an inch basically, diameter, and weight is a lightweight 1.54 ounces. So let's go ahead and put the battery in. Unscrew the tail cap. Has some nice knurling there, which made it easy. You can see the O-ring and the threads. Let you take a look. And by the way, there is some circuitry in here to protect from overheating. There's also copper on the circuitry to help dissipate heat also. So there is some smarts put into this. It's not just a emitter and a battery. Nope, she came right on. So let's go ahead and cut that off. Alright. So how does it work? Well, you hit the button, it turns on. Whoops, there we go. Hit the button, it turns on. Hit the button, it turns off. That's it. So this guy has 4 modes. It always starts up in low. So when you turn it on low, and then if I hit the button off and back on again, it goes to medium, off and back on again, it goes on to high, off and back on again. Moonlight has no memory. It always starts off on the low. So if you stop cycling it, you know, by pressing it within a second or whatever, when you first turn it on, it always comes back on the low setting. There is no momentary. It is a basic on-off switch. So not too complicated of an operating system. No memory. Moonlight is 0.5 lumens for 25 days. And low is 15 lumens for 40 hours. Medium is 100 lumens for 7 hours. And high, which is the highest, is 520 lumens for 1.5 minutes. Then it is going to dial it back to 320 lumens for 100 more minutes. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at what that beam looks like. It's coming out pretty wide, so you can see it's definitely a flutter. You can see how close it is to the table and how wide that flood comes out, and there's your spot. Next thing I want to show you that tritium bar that's embedded into the tail cap. What I'm going to go ahead and do is turn the lights off, and you can see how that glows. And that will glow for 10 years. You don't charge it up under a light or anything. That will always glow. So that sort of helps you find this in the dark. Okay, let's say power goes out in your house. Poof. Come on, go out. Well, sometimes it does sort of flash on and off a little bit before it goes out. First you have to have your flashlight, and again you can see that tritium glowing. And you get that cap that came with it, which by the way also glows, but that's just fluorescent. It's just because I had the lights on in here, which is kind of neat that it glows. And we'll go ahead and turn it on, and again it always starts off at low, and look at that. Okay, so let's see how well it lights up this room in candle mode. So again, we're going to put that rubber cap on there. Turn it on again. It always comes up on low, so you can see how it is lighting the whole room here, even in just the low setting. Go ahead and just sort of set that up there, and you can see how nice. Now, we'll go ahead and crank it up to the up to the high mode, and you can see how well it just lights up this whole room. And high mode again, you know, you're going to get over an hour and a half. 100 minutes right there, just on one CR123, which is quite remarkable. Look at that. Crazy good. But again, there's your very low moonlight mode, and there's your low mode, which is the mode that it comes in automatically, and that's more than adequate to see everything in the room. Well, it's dusk out in my backyard. The frogs sound pretty happy, if you can hear them. Anyway, I got the flashlight here. You can see the tritium rod there on the tail, which is pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on again. It always starts out on low. And we'll pump it up to medium and then high. So there we go. High. Again, that's like, what, 520 lumens? You can see it's filling the whole frame of the video here. So you can see that spot, and you can see the flood, and it's pretty wide. So that orange peel reflector is really creating a nice wide spot, or a nice wide flood. So pretty neat. I'll let you take a look there. And there. Turn it off again. Pretty neat. So I can definitely recommend this flashlight with a few caveats, and the one being that you're going to have to live with this particular operating system that doesn't have momentary, and it always starts out in low. So, but they do throw in some pretty cool things like this diffuser, and it makes a really nice candle. And again, it has the tritium. If you don't want the tritium, you could knock $10 off the price and click on the second link below. And of course, you get that stainless steel body with that really cool unicorns, farting rainbows kind of finish. Just colorful. Sort of changes the color depending on how you look at it. Sort of changes a little bit. You know, I don't know if that's just my eyes or if you could sort of see it. I don't know. But very cool looking. So if you're into this kind of thing, or you want to, again, very cool gift. By the way, you can see that, let me see. You can see it sort of has some nice work done right there. Nice little touch. It's like a little elfin by Lumintop. Very, very cool. I really like it a lot. And it's sort of almost like a rim fire back here. It's like a rim. Or rimless. It's not sticking out as far. Anyway, highly recommend it. I gave you the good, the bad, like I always do, honest review. Alright, well thank you very much for joining me here at the Gear Obsession channel. I really do appreciate every friend, viewer, subscriber, and especially you. And I hope you have a great day or evening. Take care. Bye.